I'm that Cyclops guy. I'm pretty sure you can figure out why they call me that. Or not. You can find me on all of the socials, including Twitch, Kick, TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, and YouTube with that_Cyclops_guy. I'm a variety streamer. I play a ton of different games, everything from Tetris to Grand Theft Auto and everything in between.
Let's do this. Hey everyone, Koimiya X here, dad by day, gamer by night, sometime streamer, aka old man. I give the hot takes here at Garbage In, Garbage Out that nobody has asked for. I am a variety streamer that has been streaming for 13 years now. I've been on every big platform and several small ones that don't exist anymore. If you want the most recent up-to-date information about me, just follow me on Twitter at Koimiya X. I like to collect autographed Funko Pops, football jerseys, and comics.
What's up, losers? Neo-deth here, and welcome to my graveyard. I'm the third host of Garbage In, Garbage Out. I stream on Twitch and then repost daily on YouTube, so go check those out. Fun little fact about me is I also love Lego. We've been having a blast doing this, communicating with fans, and also talking about gaming and entertainment news from the week.
And we would like to welcome you to
Garbage In, Garbage Out.
And welcome. I know it's not a Saturday like we normally are, but, there's some sort of, Valentine Day or something coming up.
Something about VD, and I don't want to be any part of it. So.
Yes, if you can make it past today, Friday the 13th, you may get to experience the Valentine's Day.
I don't know. Friday the 13th, I don't know about you and your job, because, we don't do this for a living yet, so I have to work a regular job. But I don't know. It was just a giant shit show today at my job.
Mine was just grueling and 12 hours long, but that was on me. I decided to go in early, so...
Oh, so you did it to yourself.
I did it to myself. I wanted that extra ka-ching.
Well,
I got to pay for that Switch, too, somehow.
Well, I thought you said it was already in the mail.
Right, I have to re-buy it and ship it again.
Isn't this like the fourth time?
Why do you think I have to work all this overtime?
Well, my brother is actually, he works for the post office. I'm pretty sure he's the one taking it.
Every single one and putting it on eBay.
His name is Brian, too. So it's...
Yeah. So there you go. That's what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. We know exactly who to blame. Whenever people were getting mad at us as kids, I was just like, his fault. And nobody ever questioned it. So it's like... No. He'd be like, what? No, it's not. And I'd be like, yep, look, I'm the innocent fat kid. What can I do? So aside from that, I hope everything's been going well with you guys. There was quite a lot of gaming news that happened. Just a few things.
Just a couple things.
So, that happened. Unfortunately, Koimiya can't join us today. I know he is, I'm not sure if he's working or if he's with his family or what. I know he was kind of busy today and tomorrow, and he won't be here next week either. I know He's got some obligations.
Right. I think he has tonight off, which said he was trying to make it in, but he's probably crashed out. Sound like he had a pretty long day. I know he got a new tattoo. I don't know if he'll show it on the show or not, but so.
Yeah, I know he works overnights, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a true third shifter. So
you used to be.
Mine was kind of more mid than the true third shift, but.
I remember I used to work at a gas station too, and they would have me working from 10:30 to 6:30 a.m. And every so often they'd be like, "Hey, can you do a 2 to 9 shift?" And I'd be like, "So you want me to work 2 to 9, then be off from 9 to 10:30, and then come back and work 10:30 to 6:30, and then do that all again tomorrow?" And it was like, my wife was like, she's actually told me she liked the money on the check. She didn't like who I became after that. It was
just a zombie. Just groaning at everything.
Because she'd be like, "Hey, can you take out the trash?" I'd be like, "What do you want?" I'm sorry. And it was like,
I don't know where that came from.
I literally didn't. I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, "I know you're working on like 5 hours sleep." I'm like, "Not even that much." Yeah. She was very happy when I no longer was working those shifts, but yeah, for anybody who was watching yesterday, the PlayStation State of Play took place, and there were quite a lot of surprises this time. Like there are sometimes I watch these State of Plays, and it was very close to being a showcase, but there was a lot of times that I've watched them and I've been like, okay.
Yeah,
cool,
yeah. There's some ones that they just don't land very well. I think because it's the beginning of the year, they had to hype everybody up. I mean, not a lot of things are coming out soon, so you have to wait a while for some of it. Except for the one at the very end, which we'll get to. No spoilers or nothing, but I was completely blown away on that one releasing that day. I was like, holy shit, what?
Yeah. I had the same reaction. So I was watching it somewhat on my phone while I was working. I'm in a call center, and I saw what was happening, but I was like, okay. And then so I watched it afterwards. I watched the whole showcase afterwards, and I was like, holy shit,
right.
Where I can actually enjoy it. But yeah, let's pull this up here. I was really, really excited for this first one. I don't know about you. I don't know why it's not pulling up here. It's kind of blurred there. But yeah, so Kenna, Stars of Kazamora was announced. So this is the sequel to Kenna Bridge of Spirits.
Right. I was not expecting, one, a sequel, two, for it to be the first video out the gate.
Mm-hmm. I know. I saw because this was actually one I was on my break from work when this came on, so I was able to watch the whole thing, and I was just like, oh, So I saw this, and I was like, the first one was amazing. I really loved the way that the first one was. It was emotional. It was a really pretty game. So by an indie developer, I'm like, wow, this is fantastic for an indie developer. And the story was I'm going to use Koimiya's word. The story was fantastic and everything. And I was always hoping that they would get a sequel, but I never truly thought that it would. But here it is.
It's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted. Thank you.
Oh, because I said his word.
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately, while it was playing, I'm like, why didn't I finish this game? Because I started it, and I think because I was either trying to go for the plat, and it was stupid dumb, some of the shit you had to do, and or combat wasn't exactly how I wanted it. So I just got fed up and frustrated with both of those, I'm pretty sure, and said, all right, I'm done with this one. So I didn't actually finish that game.
How dare you? You need to finish it.
I mean, but if it's a combat thing, I can't remember why. I think you had to dodge a lot, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of dodging, but it's like not Souls-like kind of dodging. It's fairly simple. But you got to do it a lot.
Right. Yeah, I think that was the main reason I didn't like it.
Okay. No, I mean, that's respectable. But yeah, I'm super excited. This is definitely a day one for me. I know it just said that it's 2026. This one, I would not be surprised to see get pushed to 27. But let's hope it stays 26 because, damn, this looks...
my prediction is it'll come around September, October.
I don't know. See, we got so many games already coming out around that time. Like, you're probably going to have Wolverine. You got Grand Theft Auto. You got Fable.
What's Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, what's a Grand Theft Auto thing? Is that like Finding Jesus or something?
I mean, by the time it comes out, maybe.
It might be. Yeah, and then they did have this one. This is actually a free a DLC or a game. I don't know if it's an expansion or a DLC.
Yeah, I was quite confused on this one too. Like what it was trying to be.
I think it's an expansion.
Okay.
Honestly, is what it looked like to me.
Coming alongside patch 1.1 is a 4-player online cooperative multiplayer mode featuring playable classes. 4 playable classes.
So,
Okay,
so it's a new mode.
Yeah, it's basically turning the game online.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looked great. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I didn't play Ghost of Yotai, so I can't say that I'm super excited. But I can say it looked great. And for the people who are fans of the game, I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have much to say on that one, but
nope.
Next one here, Death Stranding 2 coming to PC. So that didn't surprise me.
But why would you put that in a state of play for the PlayStation, where that's where most people are playing this? That's what I didn't get. I'm like, okay, that could have been like a side note.
Yeah, like when they put Spider-Man on PC, it was more of a side note. Why wasn't this in there too? Why'd they have to like give it its own spot?
Right.
I don't know. Maybe Kojima paid him to do it or something.
I mean, it is a pretty big franchise now. So maybe it'll get people to like that haven't bought the game go, oh, maybe I'll get that.
Yeah. Moving forward with this, there was Bad Robot Games shares 4-loop gameplay. I'm not the most excited about this. I think it looks cool for what it's supposed to be, but I just don't get into games like these. That's just my personal. But yeah, showcases several emerging games present in the upcoming cooperative shooter. The gameplay overview ends with a call for interested parties to sign up for playtesting. So if you want to be a playtester for the new 4-loop game by Bad Robot, you know what to do. Watch that trailer. I'm not going to play it here, but watch that trailer. And
yeah, it didn't look very fun. It looks like every other multiplayer thing.
Why does everything have to be like an online multiplayer or have a mode for that?
I don't know. I don't know why they haven't figured out that that's not how most people want to play. Most people want to play solo in their on their couch, one way or another. If you're doing multiplayer, then couch co-op where you've got a split screen.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to shit on multiplayer or even on online multiplayer. I mean, it's got its place, but just not every game needs to do it.
No.
But it definitely has its
place. Seems like they're trying to push that in, live services. And
how many of those crash and burn?
Yeah.
I mean, just look at what happened with, what was that? Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, and then, what was that one that was out for only like
killed itself, basically.
Yeah. Suicide Squad suicided themselves. So, and then what was that? That other one that didn't. I know Koimiya was actually pretty hyped on it, but it did was up for like 8 days. I forget the name of it.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah. But I mean, think of that one. That was like fly bong. No.
Yeah.
Now this. Do you have the demo for this, Pragmata?
I did download it. This one I did not play. I got a couple of the demos that got released today, but I did not get to this one.
Now, I can't remember. Was that you or was that Koimiya that was saying you couldn't deal with the dude's voice? I think it's Troy Baker doing the voice. That was
Koimiya. Well, he didn't. It's not the voice. It's the cheesy lines of "Come get some," something like that. Okay. Kind of like Duke Nukem type thing, but it just doesn't feel right in I guess that environment. Again, I have not. This the one demo I didn't get to that I need to. He said it only took him 15 minutes to get through it or something. It's really short.
Yeah, something like that.
But I think I want to say I pre-ordered this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I did.
The more I see from this, the more excited I get for it. Like when I first saw it, I thought it looked cool, but the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm like, yes, come on, you know.
How's it going, Slayer? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Slayer, thank you for joining the not normal Friday night stream. We will not be on tomorrow.
A Friday stream.
Friday.
A Friday.
Friday
the 13th.
You know, you can't see it, but I actually have some horror socks, and today I wore my Jason Voorhees ones.
Nice.
I actually need to get like a Jason and a Freddy shirt. You know, I used to have one like a long time ago. I need to get a new one.
You know, we can get those at onceuponat.net.
Yes, onceuponat.net. Yes, we need to ask them about a sponsorship. Be like, you know, neo-deth wears your shirts all the time.
Right. I just bought some new ones. I had stopped for a while. I had cut off the addiction, and then they had a couple good ones.
I thought your wife said no more t-shirts.
Yes, but look at this one.
Oh, hold on. I got to pull it up. Oh, I wonder when this bullshit will be over.
And I need that shirt on it.
I need that shirt.
And then there was another one where it said, Step 1, lower your expectations.
Mm.
It was another skeleton guy on it. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. That's what I've had to tell. We basically just at work, we got a new management team. And they're coming in going like, okay, we need to make this better, this better, this better, this better. And I'm like, okay, I've been here 10 years. Let me tell you something. Lower that. We're not going to meet, we'll meet our goals. We're not going to exceed the goals, you know. And we'll meet them half of the time. Friday. I'd rather snort it.
I don't think you want to snort fries.
I don't know. Apparently RFK wants to off of toilet seats. We're not going to talk about that though.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he said he used to off of toilet seats. And he's like, so I'm not afraid of germs. I'm like, now I'm afraid of you. Dude, right. I don't know what you're carrying. But anyway, Leon returns in RCPD and Resident Evil Requiem. So officially, we already knew this, but officially Leon is coming back. They showed the trailer.
Oh, that was the other one I pre-ordered.
I know you're excited for that one.
Yeah. I forgot that it was actually coming out the end of this month. Some reason I had that one pegged as March. So I was like, oh, I better pre-order that then.
neo-deth said pegged.
Oh,
we need to get like a Beavis and Butthead thing besides the Take a Bow one.
Yeah.
Just them laughing, you know. Yeah, so he's coming back here. That is releasing, what day was that? That is February 27th. That is only, what, like 13 days from now?
Looks like 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah, so about 14 days from now, roughly. So just weeks away, and you will be in back in Raccoon City.
Slayer says High on Life 2 is out early.
Yeah.
It's live now.
Yeah, it's live now. I saw that, and a lot of people are saying that it's good, but it doesn't live up to the original.
Oh.
That's just the reviews that I've seen, but I usually try to play games like that on my own before I make a decision. But yeah, Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered was announced.
I was not expecting this one. This was not on my bingo card.
Right. Current and last gen consoles for Switch 1 and 2 and PC. Yeah, right here. The final chapter of the Soul Reaver saga, first released in 2003, is coming via Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered. The remaster features new character skins, lost levels, and a photo mode. The Legacy of Kain series is also getting a new 2D action game, apparently.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Slayer comes back here. Did you all cover Diablo 2 news yet? No, we did not. We were mostly here for the PlayStation, but we might be able to sneak that in at the end.
Yes, definitely. Especially now that you've requested it, we can sneak that in. what was this? How do you say that? Bridgandine Abyss announced?
Brigidine?
Brigidine.
Sure.
Yeah. So this game, we'll just say that one was announced. That'll be releasing in 2026. This is not one that I've necessarily really gotten into. I don't know if you or Koimiya have.
No, I'm not. It said it was one of those ones that had been out since like the 90s, I think. I think that was this one. And I'm like, I've never heard of that one. Not at all. But okay.
So, cool for the people that are fans. Just, we're not fans, but, to each their own. Dead or Alive 6. I was kind of surprised to see we're getting a new Dead or Alive.
Yeah, I was not expecting that one either.
Especially with the sensitive culture that we have now. I didn't expect to see this, but it didn't seem like they were jiggling as much as they used to.
Whoop. Maybe there's a jiggle mode. Get jiggy
but
with
it's automatically turned off on the Switch.
Right.
Because, Nintendo apparently does that now. Sorry, Nintendo, if you want to sponsor us, you still can.
Don't worry, the check's in the mail.
Yeah, that's what they're probably telling them. They're sending you the check that you're going to buy the Switch to send to Koimiya, right?
Right.
That's where it's all coming from. You haven't gotten their check yet.
Junior comes back. Are you still live at 9 p.m.? Wow.
Yeah, we'll be live probably at 9. That's 15 minutes from now.
Is that when you normally stream? Is that what he's asking?
Sometimes I go on at 9:30. Usually I try and go on at 8:30, but I go on at 9:30 a lot of times too.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Junior, I don't know if you caught the beginning, but yeah, we're doing just this special one talking about the PlayStation's State of Play. Maybe Diablo at the end if we have time.
Yep.
And then we're not doing a show tomorrow because it's some special day. You're supposed to, I guess, get your woman flowers or spend time with them.
All I know is I heard VD and I was like, nope. So, yeah, but
You're shocked this show is still going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're still around. We're on season 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yep, this show is actually taking off more than you might realize. I think it is.
Taking off. That's a stretch of the word.
It's hovering.
It's taking something, that's for sure.
It's hovering. Well, we're having fun. Isn't that what the show is all about?
I mean, yes.
So, I mean that's what this is all about. You have fun, and that's why, like Angel said, you can tell that we're just friends that enjoy games, and I think that's what draws people to us. We're not sitting here trying to be super professional.
We're not? Right. We're not.
Ish. Remedy showed off Control Resonant gameplay. Now, I was excited for this one. It looks like you're actually going to have a different protagonist this time around.
So, immediately out of the gate on this one, it reminded me of Infamous. The way you're moving around and doing the combat, like midair and that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that, but it was very much I was kind of seeing it as a mix of the original Control and of Infamous as well.
Yeah.
This looked really good. It looks like this time you're actually going to be playing as her brother.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I really love the first one, so if they can make this one even half as good, I think we're in for something really, I was going to say expensive. No, something really special there. Maybe expensive by the time it comes out.
Junior came back. Now, I'm shocked the show is still going this late tonight. No, we haven't been going since we just got on here 21 minutes ago. We just started. So
we were supposed to start at 8, but my computer decided, hey, I can't let you do that, Dave.
I'm sorry, Dave. You cannot do the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes back. I'm expecting the show to grow. You guys are great and love to watch. Thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you for joining.
Yep. Thank you for joining and
And
share it with your friends. Yeah.
Yeah, and I am also I added a new channel. I'm going through Beam. I got my TikTok going through there now, which is kind of weird the way you have to do that, because to get a stream key for TikTok, you have to go to Restream and sign up for that. So I'm sending from Beam to another restreaming platform so I can get on there. But so far, it seems to be working.
You know, I don't know why, but anytime I hear TikTok, I think of the Dr. Dre and Ice Cube song, Natural Born Killers. He's like, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube on some murderous shit. You know, and I'm just like, probably shouldn't repeat the rest of that because there's slurs in there
Right.
that I can't say.
Right.
Wrong color hair to be able to say it.
Usually, I always made fun of the wife and called him Tic Tac.
Repeat it. No.
No, we want to not get banned off all the platforms, especially TikTok, which is the one, I guess, that is the worst about that.
So, not to slam TikTok too much, but I actually got a
let's
warning.
not. I just started on there.
I actually got a warning from them. They took it away when I contested it, but I was actually there and I was like, so what was I playing? I was South of Midnight, and they had a picture there that said "Bless your heart," and I was like, oh, bless your heart. That's a huge Southern saying, bless your heart. That's basically the equivalent of saying you're retarded or fuck you, you know. And as soon as I got done with that, they were like, we picked up abusive language on your stream that you have this strike. And I was like, what did I say? You know? And then I went through it and I was like, they actually gave me a chance to say, this is, or I understand, but this is too harsh. And I told them, and it gives you a chance to explain. And I was like, I was explaining what that phrase actually means. Maybe I was a little more crude, but please don't give me a strike. They took it away like 2 days later. But
Okay.
and I was like, but the fact that that the AI picked up on it.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
I would hate to see what it's doing to me when I'm playing Magic on there.
well, did you know, even if you play, you know, most platforms don't allow nudity, but they're so strict on it that if you're playing a video game and the video game has nudity, they'll give you a strike.
Like I made the game.
Yeah. That's why, like, when people were playing The Last of Us Part 2, there's one scene in there where you see Abby, the protagonist, you see her topless. And it's a pretty graphic sex scene, but it's very brief but prevalent. And it's actually, moves the story forward. So it's not just gratuitous.
Right.
And if they get it in there, boom, you got a strike, you got a dash, and 2 more, and you're off TikTok completely. And I'm like, okay, what are they going to do when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out? If you go into the strip clubs and they got like
they're going to have like a conniption fit.
Their
AI is going to just go, boom.
Their AI
Either that or it's going to start the apocalypse, one or the other.
Maybe TikTok should have been banned in the United States so we could play video games on it.
I'm sorry, Dave. I have to kill you now. You're playing too violent to shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's been so stupid. Like, so when I see somebody streaming a game that I know has nudity in it, I'll be like, dude, fair warning, in about whatever many levels, you're going to come up to this, get it off of your screen. You will get a strike. And people are usually pretty thankful for that, you know?
Well, Slayer comes back because TikTok doesn't respect freedom of speech. Well, I mean, it wasn't an American company. Now that it is...
That could change.
It could change.
It was a Chinese company, and Chinese are pretty strict on censorship.
Yeah.
But you would think in an American territory they would allow that. Like, they would allow it in certain territories.
Right.
But no, they weren't. But now that certain parts of it, that we own the American part of it, who knows? By the time Grand Theft Auto, maybe they'll take that away like the day before.
I was just saying they'll specifically take it away just for that.
You never know. I mean, hell, we got a woman who gave birth on Twitch. Maybe we'll get like people giving birth on TikTok.
Yeah.
Just saying it's a thing.
Yeah. Definitely a weird thing.
I didn't say a normal thing. I just said it was a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing, all right.
So, going
right.
back to the games here, co-op action RPG Crimson Moon announced. So that looked fun. I thought it looked like a Doom ripoff in the greatest way. But it's a co-op. I need friends to play with.
So I got this one confused. Because you also got that, Crimson Desert that's coming out soon?
A Crimson Butterfly.
No, not Crimson Butterfly.
Because there was Fatal Frame Crimson Butterfly 2 remake.
Not that one. I'm talking about the one like the Black Desert, the Crimson Desert. It's another one.
Oh, yes, okay. You're right.
I thought that was this and was totally confused on it. I'm like, well, that doesn't look like what I remember seeing before. And then I looked at the name again. I'm like, oh, I'm just mixing up my crimsons. Too many crimsons coming out.
All at the same time. That's like remember when there was like Origins for everything?
Right. But yeah, this one seems kind of cool. Yeah, like a cooperative RPG. Like I said, maybe we could play that on. I don't think it's a 3-player, but we could at least maybe.
The three of us could maybe get together and play it.
Maybe.
Yeah. It did look fun, and it just says releasing
Crimson Vow. Thank you, Slayer, for correcting me.
Okay, you're right.
That's the one I was thinking of. But it's in the same setting as the Black Desert.
Oh. And what is that? Somebody said they got a warning?
Sci-Fi 88, man. Well, I got a warning on TikTok for rating Star Trek Academy. Ranting on. Really? Were you swearing?
You weren't swearing, were you? Because if you were swearing, that's where they usually take issue. But either that or you had a big Star Wars fan in there.
yeah, maybe their AI is very Star Wars, pro Star Wars.
You know, Gene Roddenberry passed away, so he can't put money into AI. But George Lucas is still working for Disney.
I mean, he's going to be doing that. He's going to turn into the AI, basically.
Okay, so you said you let 2 swear words. Let me ask you, though.
2 swear words.
Was this in a video or was this during a live stream? Because they tend to change their minds on that. Because I've got videos of us on there, and I'm like, we're cussing up a storm, and nothing happens. But then when I go like, oh, motherfuck, during a live stream, they'll be like, abusive language. First warning or something like that.
That's interesting.
I don't know. Again, now that this part's owned by an American company, that could change. Okay, and Slayer comes back and says,
there's enough people that are fans of Star Trek to report people. That's wild.
I love both Star Trek and Star Wars. I see them as 2 sides of the same geek coin. Like, Star Trek is more science fiction and Star Wars is more science fantasy.
Right. And yeah, I don't really lean too far into either of them.
Mm-hmm.
I just like them both, except for the Shatner years. Like, those ones are just, oh my God.
But you don't like...
Those are so hard to get through. Those are so hard to get through.
I mean, I like them. My wife actually says that she's more of a Picard fan, but that's because she grew up with her dad watching Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Most of us pretty much watched Next Generation, or Deep Space Nine was my favorite.
I still need to see that whole series. I've seen like episodes here and there, but I need to watch the entire series.
I don't think I've even finished that one, and I was watching it while it was still going. I think I stopped like 2 or 3 seasons before it finished.
And Worf came back in that one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I think didn't a few of them from Next Generation come in?
Worf. They may have made cameos, but Worf actually became like the security officer on DS9.
Oh, okay.
All right, what do we got here? Yeah, Star Trek definitely has its points for sure. The genre was a part of some government programs for remote viewing, which is wild.
Oh, I hadn't heard that, but it really wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, I missed one from Sci-fi. It was a live stream, but when it got posted to my page, it popped up with a warning.
Oh,
So once you go, I can't even find the lives I've done through TikTok. I don't even know where the hell they save them.
you have to go into TikTok Studios and then go into the live. There's like a whole rigmarole you have to go through to see them.
Okay.
Like it's like
Would be
a
nice.
4-step process.
Okay.
And then
What did I get here?
Sci-Fi
One
came
more.
back.
They did a flashback, but no Cisco returned.
Okay. Yeah. And in the studio.
It in the studio part, but it well hidden. Okay, I'll have to look harder because there was one I did the other day and I can't find it, and it actually was a pretty good stream.
Yep. So for you guys that don't know, this show a long time ago was called Go No Dono, which was nowhere, does nothing. And that's when I had it with Charlie, and that's actually a Star Trek reference. If you guys don't know this, the story was that those buttons that were on the on the ship, they had ones that would move, that would open the doors and whatnot. But there was also ones that were just there for aesthetic purposes that they never touched. So a lot of times what they would do to let the actors know not to touch that button is they would put Go No Dono with a number on it, which meant this button goes nowhere, does nothing, which meant this button doesn't move. So it indicated the actors do not touch this button, touch these to open the door. And it was because in the first couple episodes they were hitting the wrong buttons. There were two green buttons next to each other and they were hitting the wrong one. So, and they kept having to do retakes and retakes and retakes.
I
just because they kept
mean,
hitting the wrong
whose
buttons.
great design was, hey, let's put two green ones together and one of them will work and the other one won't. Good luck.
They just wanted it to look good for the camera. And they were like, so the greens, the reds, the blues, the purple, they had the buttons up here and stuff. And they just wanted it to look good for the camera. And it was like, okay, but touch this one. Okay, well, what if your finger slips?
Right.
That's when I think like you should just have a button off to the side that some crew member is off camera pushing, but yeah, I always thought that was pretty interesting. But back to the show.
Back to the show. We don't ever get distracted here, folks.
I know
we are always on point.
2 of the 3 hosts have ADHD. Can you guess which 2?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
That one.
Oh, well, yeah. We're doing something here.
Wait, who are you? But yeah, we had another look at Beasts of Reincarnation. This actually has had my attention since the first trailer that they showed just a few months ago. And
Right.
They had a new trailer just recently, and they gave us a release date, August 4th. So we'll probably get more info on this.
From now.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to get more information on this, probably from either Summer Games Fest or from Tokyo Game Show.
Right. I would figure also maybe a demo.
Most likely.
It almost looks like what the hell was that game where you played as a dog and you had to paint things on PlayStation 2?
Well, I remember there was the Unfinished Swan, but that wasn't with a dog, though.
No, it was like a dog wolf where you had to like paint the scenery to make it so you could run across things and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Onamushi, but I know that's wrong. It's something like that.
No, Omni or something. Onamai? The white dog with kind of looked like Kratos as a dog.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It gave me that vibes on this one.
Okay. This one I know you guys were talking about in our personal group here. Rayman 30th anniversary.
Yeah, I think we were
edition.
talking about that on the last show. I think Slayer brought it up actually. That there was rumors of it. So now we have confirmation.
And not only that, but we have the game. It released yesterday on the 13th, or today, actually, I should say.
Yeah.
The 13th. So.
Friday the 13th.
Yep. I'm surprised we didn't get like a Friday the 13th game or something like that. Or, I know that they had that game a while back, but we want it back, So good on that one, Slayer. Mina the Hollower gets a new demo today. Not really the kind of game I'm into, but it did look fun.
So, a couple different things about this one. I did play the demo,
Okay.
literally like right before we went live here. The second thing is I actually kickstarted this one when it first went live, like 7 years ago.
Mm.
We've been waiting a while for this one. I just like the, yacht clubs. Their games are pretty cool, and I like the concept of this one where it's trying to do like a Game Boy Zelda,
Mm.
and that's pretty much what it felt like. It had some kind of Castlevania undertones, I guess, with your like secondary weapon where it swaps out. You can either get like an axe or like a sword you throw.
Mhm.
The game, I don't know if it's just the demo or if the full game will be like it, but it does not explain shit. It just throws you into it,
Mhm.
and you have to kind of figure it out. It does give you, if you go into the options, there is a manual you can actually bring up, so that is helpful because it doesn't give you any on-screen prompts, like most new games nowadays, telling you, oh, if you do this, you can jump this further. And I'm like, what? So there was a big learning curve on this one,
Okay.
but it was pretty fun. And there's like, so you get to pick in the very beginning. There's 3 different weapons you can pick from. I picked like the kind of whip one first, but there's like 2 daggers
Mhm.
and then a hammer. So I might go back and replay it and try it with the different weapons just to
Okay.
see how it is. But yeah, I've been waiting for this one. We still don't have a release date yet, but it is coming out on like pretty much every system.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll be getting this game as soon as it comes out because like I said, I kicked it. So
Well, now you have to because you kicked it.
right,
You're kind of
I
obligated.
think I actually have it coming for like PlayStation, and then I wanted like a physical copy, and I think I got it for Switch. But now that I think it's coming for Switch too, I might see if I can put it to Switch too.
Okay. And then there was another one here. This I thought looked kind of cool. This was Nomada Studios Neva is getting a prologue DLC. This is actually available in just a couple of days. So 13th. So about a week, a little less than a week. 6 days.
What is? I didn't even know what this game was.
So I've heard of it, but it's an indie game. Yeah, and her young I'm not sure swordswoman Alba and her young wolf cub Neva return in a new DLC titled Neva Prologue, or Neva it might be. Developer Nomada. I'm probably saying that right. Sorry, probably saying that wrong. Nomada Studios introduces new mechanics and locations in an update according to the reveal trailer. So, I mean, it's kind of like one of those I don't want to say like Little Nightmares, but kind of in that realm.
Mm. Okay. I mean, it looked cool enough that I might actually go get the original game.
Mm-hmm. Then there was this one, Yako. I believe I'm saying that right. Yako Shinobi Ops.
So
This was a stealth.
Go ahead.
I was saying this is the new cooperative stealth game with an unexpected twist.
Basically, it felt like Metal Gear Solid, but in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I took it.
Yeah. So, I mean, that looked really cool. I thought maybe something we could all play together. Crafton announced, so the game doesn't really have a title. It just says Project Windless, unless that's going to be the actual name.
No, I doubt it.
I
But I
doubt
think
it.
this one's based off a novel, right? Yeah, Korean novel.
Yes. The Bird That Drinks Tears, a Korean novel about a rooster fighting off armies of zealots with its twin blades.
Yeah, the gameplay itself looked like a Destiny Warrior, where you just have those waves of guys you're just mowing through until you hit like, a general or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the gameplay seemed like to me.
I thought it looked fun. I want to know more about it before I get excited though, because that was just a demo trailer. Just kind of show you that they're working on something. But a lot of times these can look amazing, and the game is like, the fuck,
Right.
But I am watching this one. Lucasfilm debuts the new Star Wars Galactic Racer gameplay. I mean, it's cool for people who are into that, but I'm probably not going to purchase that myself.
Yeah, I mean, that would be like, hey, if it's on the, the one of the free games we get or heavily discounted, I may play it. But yeah, I wasn't like, oh yeah, I have to go get that.
See, when
the racers looked pretty cool. I thought it was just going to be, like just a pod racer game like we've had before, just better graphics, and I'm like, yeah.
See,
that's what he says. It's a reboot of a pod racer. Yeah.
Yeah. When they first showed Lucas Arts on there, I was really excited. I was hoping it was a trailer for Star Wars Jedi 3.
Oh,
and then when I saw it was this, I was like, really?
I don't.
Yeah.
I bet you they're still just underway on that one.
Yeah, they're probably doing the motion capture for it at this point. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
probably not. I mean, if they're even that far.
That one's probably a ways away.
I know that they announced it like shortly after the second game came out, and I was like, "Oh, we got a trailer! Oh, Pod Racer!" Yay! Nope. This one, I know you and I were kind of looking forward to this one. 007 First Light gets another trailer, and it has a May 27th release date. This was actually pushed to May 27th from March, which I'm kind of happy for, because now I can play Expedition 33, and I can probably get Little Nightmares played, and I can probably get Reanimal played, and then it'll also give me a chance to probably play at least one playthrough of the new Life is Strange reunion. Gives me that much time to play it. I don't know if I'll be able to play all those between now and then, but then this is probably going to be a day one for me, if not very soon after.
Yeah, now that I think you couldn't like put it on the your wish list. I put it on there. I will probably pre-order it. It looked fun, and it does look like a, like a mashup between Assassin's Creed and Nathan Drake.
Uncharted.
Uncharted, thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking like either Assassin's Creed or Hitman. I know IO Interactive does the Hitman, but I was like, and the more I see about this game, the more excited I get, and I don't get excited for a lot of 007 games.
And unless it's GoldenEye.
Yeah, well, who doesn't get excited for GoldenEye?
You do.
I do.
Yeah. I was going with the eye joke there.
Yes, a golden eye. If I lose this one, I'm done. Actually, so people have asked me, like, so if they can do an eye transplant for you, will you do it? And I'm like, I don't know, because if this one goes, I'm done.
I think that would be weird, wouldn't it?
At this point, it would be.
Right.
I mean,
people have talked about, used to it.
People have talked about stem cells, and they're like, maybe they could like take stem cells out and inject it into your head, and then like your face could grow a new eye. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't think we're quite that far into the science fiction yet, but you never know. I mean, that doesn't mean that it's not possible. But at this point, I think having two eyes would be like, it'd be nauseating. I'd probably be sitting there like,
well, yeah, at first it would, because your brain would be like, what the fuck is going on? What's this over here?
When the fuck did we add a new window?
That was a wink, but you don't know it because it's just an eye.
Of course you had to play that. Oh, wow. I'm so glad I put that one up there.
What did sci-fi? Or be like Cyberpunk, have a robot-looking eye? That would be cool.
In junior high, we used to joke about getting like a cyborg eye, and that I could like take it out and like let it go all over the school. And of course,
Let
we
it
were like,
run
oh, and it
around.
would go into the girls' locker room. It's like, yeah. It's like, but once they see it, it like powers down so I don't get in trouble.
But then you have to go pick it up and get it, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I have to get this. It ran away.
Yeah, I remember my teachers were even kind of laughing about that. Because what were they going to do? We were just like horny teenage boys at that time, you
Right.
know? It's like, we're not actually doing it. We're just joking.
Right.
This, I want to know, there was a lot of Metal Gear Solid games that were announced here. It seemed like, to me anyway. You got the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 was revealed. The release date will be August 27th for the PS5, Xbox, so pretty much all the consoles.
Right.
And it just seemed like, okay, so that's another Metal Gear, and they're finally pulling the Metal Gear Solid 4 out of the PS3 because they have never done a remaster on this. Surprisingly.
And the other one I think was a like a story game.
Yeah, the Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
this one
the
right here.
Peace Walker. Yeah,
Yes.
it's not one I had heard of.
I'd heard the name, I just have never played it. But yep, so the original, the PS3 additionally, the update for MGS Master Collection Volume 1 is coming later today, including a high-resolution graphics option.
Oh, even better. I don't know if I have that one. I can't remember.
And then not only did they do that, but they did Darwin's Paradox demo out tomorrow, which was basically Metal Gear Solid with a squid.
Well, so that's the thing with this one. I think they just did it because they were trying to be funny. And I think that's how the demo is. But that's not, I don't think that's how the actual game's going to be. Because this game I've been waiting for since last year. They announced it, and it was supposed to be out like sometime the end of the year, but then it just fell off the fucking radar, and we never heard anything about it.
Oh.
But it's like an action platformer. But the demo is taking on the Solid Snake like feel, like you dress up as them, you get in a box, you have enemies that like see you and you have to hide.
Yeah, I saw that with a wing.
Yeah, so it's got all that in there. I don't know if that's just trying to, pique people's things for more Metal Gear Solid, because I don't think that's how the actual gameplay is going to be. Because if I remember right from the other trailers, it didn't look like that. It has more action, like I said, action platformy stuff. Okay. But I did play this demo, and man, were the graphics fantastic. Like, I was blown away by the graphics.
You used Koimiya's word.
Oh, yes, I did. Like, I booted that up, and we got right into it. I'm like, whoa, I was not expecting it to look as good as it does for, like, a 2-day scroller is pretty much what it is. But it feels like way better. And the funny part in there is one part where like a guy falls and they have the Wilhelm scream in there, and I'm like, yes. I'm like, that's hilarious. I'm not, usually you don't hear that in video games, it's always in movies.
I know, we still hear that every so often, and it's just like, at this point I hear that scream and I'm just like, well, there it is.
Yep. Well, it became like a sound guy's like funny thing that they would like, joke about or try and slip into different movies, and then it just went from there.
There's one too with the way that the kids laugh, where it's like, I don't know how to do it, but
okay. That one I have not heard. I just know that scream.
The scream heard,
and I think I watched like a documentary on YouTube about it, where they were trying to figure out who actually did the original that we always hear.
Because give that person a medal and
Yeah, it was
Shut up
like
and
one
take
of
my
those
money.
things where they didn't know who actually did it, and they had to like do like like forensic analysts on vocals to get it to find the actual person they think it is. But yeah, this game was really fun. I had fun with the demo. It's free. Go give it a try. Like before I even tried the demo, I already pre-ordered this one because I knew I wanted this one from the get-go. We just didn't have a release date, so now we have a release date of April 2nd.
Oh yeah. And then Castlevania Belmont's Curse was announced. Yep, and it says here Konami has tapped acclaimed indie developers Motion Twin and Evil Empire to create a new 2.5D Castlevania title in 23 years after Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. The project is scheduled to release later this year. Doesn't have an actual release date, just of 2026.
Yeah, this was another one that like shocked the shit out of me. I was like, "What? We're actually getting a new Castlevania?" But I guess they also said it was the 40th anniversary for that game too, which makes sense. But it's also the people that did Hades, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they know what they're doing.
Right. So you've got the right people doing it. It looked really good. So this will definitely be one I pick up day one.
Okay. One that I'll probably pick up day one here is Silent Hill Townfall. Got its first full-length trailer. So it's kind of funny because this is the second Silent Hill game in a row that doesn't actually take place in Silent Hill. This is in Scotland. It's like Saint something.
Did we know this one was coming?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, because Konami actually announced that there's a lot of new Silent Hill games, and now they're saying that they want to put out one new Silent Hill game each year.
Oh, so it's becoming Assassin's Creed.
I'm just hoping they don't oversaturate it like they did with Assassin's Creed.
Right. I was not expecting that, so I was watching this preview, and I'm like, that looks a lot like a Silent Hill. Oh, it is a Silent Hill game. Okay. When I saw the pyramid head looking thing, I'm like, okay, it's a Silent Hill game.
That's the thing. The guy that actually created Pyramid Head kind of wishes that he hadn't, because he said now they've basically taken his one design that he did for Silent Hill 2, and they've just reused it in every game since then, and he doesn't get royalties because they change it up enough,
Right.
And it's like, okay, that's just being a dick. but yeah, this game does look like a lot of fun. Again, it's the second Silent Hill game in a row that's not taking place in Silent Hill. This one is in Scotland. The last one was actually in Japan, which made sense because, I mean, there was a Japanese developer, but Silent Hill is supposed to be in Maine. But they're connecting it with like the stuff that's around it, like
did they have like an end thing or something like that where it kind of connected?
It wasn't at the end.
Like an Avengers type thing at the very end?
No, not at the very end, but so they say that these medications that they have in Silent Hill F are made from this flower that grows naturally in Japan, but then that flower is also known to give hallucinations, which is basically what the people of Silent Hill are going through whenever they go in there. And it's a flower that grows near water, but it's pretty much indicated that that flower was taken from Japan and put in Maine, and that's how Silent Hill became, where everybody goes there and hallucinates and has all these things,
Okay.
So that's really how they connected. Other than that, I mean, they're connected through, the real world and the other world, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But that's, but really it's more about the lore. It's placing these games in the same universe. So I say they are true Silent Hill games. There are people that will fight me and say they aren't, but I am really excited for this right here. Saint Amelia is what it says here. And I am really, really excited for this. And apparently next year we're going to get a remake of Silent Hill 1 from Bloober Team.
Oh.
So I'm really excited to see the future of Silent Hill.
Does that one have a release date?
Not
No.
yet. They're still developing it.
So another one that'll happen in like September, October.
Probably. Yeah. You know,
We don't have enough games coming out then.
I'm thinking everybody's going to release theirs in like October and September and October to avoid November.
Well, I mean, this last year we had a shit ton of games that were released in like September, October. It was like insane the amount of games we had. Like I couldn't even get to all of them.
Mm-hmm. 2023 was the same way. You had like Spider-Man 2, you had Alan Wake 2, you had I want to say there was another big one that released at the same time, and there was Mario games that were releasing. And they were all within like 2 weeks of each other. And that's the thing. Stop releasing games all at the same time.
Well,
I don't have
like,
that kind of cash.
Usually, like right now is kind of the dead area, right? Where you don't get a lot of games right now. We, into the summer, we get a little trickle around August, September, October. That's when they really start. Seems like they hit the hardest, and of course, around Christmas time. So we're kind of in the dry area. That's why I was hoping, like 007 was actually going to release in March. I'm like, okay, that gives me something to play while I'm waiting for, some other game. Mm-hmm. And, that Darwin's one that doesn't come out till April. So I guess Resident Evil will be the one that maybe bridges some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly, I want to get to June to get to that Adventures of Elliot. Mm-hmm. That it really reminds me of like a Zelda game.
Okay.
Zelda Secret of Mana. I had so much fun playing that demo. I'm really hyped for that one. Yeah. And that one will be coming out on all platforms.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that I'm looking forward to. This is a year where it's just like, wow, there's almost too many good games, but they're all going to get dwarfed by Grand Theft Auto,
I mean, that's at the end, so we have to get there.
Oh, yeah. Konami announced Rev Noir. This is in development for the PlayStation 5. Konami's upcoming action RPG aims to cultivate the heartfelt moments that define JRPGs, according to a spokesperson. And you have to believe a spokesperson.
Right. Now, is this like the rest of the noir? So I wish Koimiya was here because he would know. There are other games in the noir series, I thought. I didn't know if this was part of one.
I think it is. I mean, it seemed like it was, but I really couldn't say. Yeah. We'll have to ask Koimiya when he comes back.
Yeah.
This was one that kind of took me by surprise. Untitled John Wick game. Watching the action in there, I was not surprised to see how awesome that looked. Right to begin with, though, I thought it was maybe a sequel to Sleeping Dogs. When I first saw it, I was like, wait, is this or is this some sort of action like kung fu game? Oh, it's John Wick,
Well, they were being really coy with it in the beginning there. They specifically were not showing his face. Mm. Like it was all darked out, and I'm like, well, this is John Wick. Of course it is. Like, and then they finally do the reveal, and it's Keanu Reeves, and I'm like, okay, like it could be fun. The way the combat was, it looked like you could just like grab anything and like use it as a weapon. So
let's hope that stays in the game.
Yeah, I hope that's the concept of it, that you just, can grab anything, use it as a weapon, and kill somebody with it. Here's a pencil. Mm-hmm.
Well, wasn't that in Dark Knight? I'm going to make this pencil disappear.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that movie in the theater for the first time. During that pencil scene, it was like you're so tense because something's gonna happen, and the minute he goes like whoop, ta-da, it's gone. I remember like the whole theater just busted out laughing. It's like one of those like you just laughed at a guy being murdered. You realize that, but it's like yeah but it's dark. It's funny, right. And it's not real,
Fictional characters.
Mm-hmm. So, are you playing it?
No, I thought about it.
Oh, okay. Yep, here we had Marathon get a
Hey,
new...
they're talking about fictional characters. Fictional characters. Am I getting through to you at all?
You played it. But yeah, next up on the docket here, I saw Marathon gets a new trailer. This is Bungie returns to the show to show off Marathon's creepy side in a new horror-ish trailer. A server slam kicks off on the February 26th. So this is that paint one that we were talking about. This looked good. I'd like to know more about it, but I did think it looked really interesting.
Yeah. I'm not into like shooters like that. So if it was like you could do offline mode and like have a story, horror-ish story like that, then I might be on the board, but it looked like it was strictly online.
Yeah. That's why I say it looked good. I'm probably not gonna get it, but it did look good. This was the new PlayStation Plus games that were announced. Real quick, it just goes Spider-Man 2 joins the program February 17th, while Classics catalog is expanding soon with Tekken, Dark Resurrection, and Time Crisis. Again, I don't really understand why they're doing a lot of these. Oh, they're going to be on PC when everyone's there to see what's happening on PlayStation. But, you know, I understand Sony's got to make their money. Big Walk gets another trailer. I don't remember hearing about this one. Do you?
No.
I mean,
they're the studio behind Untitled Goose Game.
Mhm.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah, it looked funny. It looked like it was just a goofy game there to have fun. And there's nothing wrong with a game that you just switch your brain off and have fun.
Right, but yeah, it didn't look like something like I would pick up. But you never know. I did pick up that Goose Game, and that was really fun.
So this is a maybe for you, right?
But it looked like you had to play it with multiple people.
And you are antisocial, right?
Yeah, duh. We all live in our basements, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my mom's basement. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Why do you think we have green screens up? Duh.
Mm-hmm. House Marquee reveals another Saros trailer. So the more I'm seeing of this, the more I'm getting excited for it. The thing is, it's done by the same people that did Returnal. And Returnal, the turned me away from that was that there was like no real save spots. You know, you could play for like an hour.
That was that had a very steep difficulty. But this time, when they went and they described some of the things that they've added for this one, sounds way better. Like they made it so that you can skip to like where you just died and not have to run through every fucking biome to get back to it. Plus, it looks like you have more of a defined like skill tree that you can build up while you're dying over and over again. So that actually changed my mind on this one. I may pick this one up.
Okay.
Just because of that. I did like Returnal. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so difficult, and I could only get so far, and then I would always die, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to have to go through that all again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so okay, well if you pick this up and you say it's good, then I'll get it. Just like I did with Expedition 33.
Okay.
So I know I gotta start playing it.
Yes.
Unbreakable X-Men are coming to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Release date August 6th. That's right before my wife's birthday, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And someone else is here too, right?
Yep.
Yep. X-Men members Storm, Wolverine, Magic, and Danger prepare to join the fight. The upcoming Marvel fighting game is set to launch in early August. Now, it is it is worth noting, I think this one may get pushed back. I don't know why. I just get the feeling it's going to.
Think so?
I do. I think so. I don't know why. I just get the feeling it's going to.
Okay. I mean, the game itself, I mean, again, I don't like fighters really anymore. You know, Street Fighter 2 or like X-Men versus Capcom back in the day used to be fun, or Killer Instinct, you
Mhm.
know, Mortal Kombat, those like the first installments of most of those. Like nowadays though, it's like, meh. I don't want to go against the AI, or I just don't find them fun anymore.
Mhm.
Though this one does look really good.
See, I'm the same way. I don't get into a lot of fighters, but the last one that I actually got into and enjoyed was the Injustice series. I played Injustice Gods Among Us, and then I played Injustice 2, and I had a lot of fun with both of those. Even got online and played against some people for a while.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yep, and those were a lot of fun. I'm really hoping that they will come out with a Injustice 3. This one is one where I think if you guys want to get together and play it, I'll do it, but it's not one that I'm going to run out and have to get right away.
Yeah, it's not one I would get day one.
If, I'll like basically I want to see what is the consensus, what does everybody think of it?
Right.
All right. And now here's the moment of truth we were talking about. God of War Trilogy Remake. So this is a remake of the original Grease trilogy.
Yeah.
But it's worth noting. So it's the trilogy. It's 1, 2, and 3. I do not think it's going to incorporate Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, or Ascension. I don't. Maybe they'll put things in there, but I want to know, when they say remake, are they doing a full-on remake like they did with Silent Hill 2? Or are they doing more of a remaster? But these games have been remastered before, so I don't know if we really are going to get another remaster, or is it more along the lines of, like more of a soft reboot to kind of bring young Kratos with the older Kratos,
Yeah, I honest, they didn't give us any information on it. It was totally out of left field that they brought it on there. So
Yeah.
well, we will have to wait and see. Maybe at the Summerfest.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, he did say that it's in early development. So
Right.
he said it's going to be a minute before we get another.
But he said when it does come, it's going to be huge.
Yeah. So, and the fact that they got the original Kratos back after the way they treated him, I'm surprised.
What happened with him?
So TC Carson was the original voice of Kratos.
Right.
He did Kratos' voice for the entire Greek trilogy, not just the trilogy, but the entire Greece saga. 1, 2, 3, Ascension, Chains of Olympus, and Ghost of Sparta. He did all of it. And out of nowhere, he said that he was told by Sony they're going to make another God of War game, but they'll call him when they need him to come in. And he was like, that's fine. Just let me know. And then he didn't know they were making another God of War game until they gave that trailer that showed the new Kratos, where it was the new guy. I forget his name, but the guy that just won game actor for playing Kratos in Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know that he was being replaced until he literally was watching I think it was the Game Awards, and they showed that trailer. Like literally no phone call, no email, nothing, not even a thank you for your service, we're going in a different direction. He's like, when you're an actor, you expect you're going to lose jobs, you'll lose parts because of they go in a different direction. You expect that. But the way they did that, they didn't tell me. I literally learned at the same time the audience did that I didn't have a job anymore. And I was like, and he never really sat there and went like, oh, you fuckers, but he just sat there and like expressed his disappointment a lot. Now they've got him back. And I'm like, so apparently they made nice, with each other.
So, I mean, why do they need him back? Did they need him to re-record his lines? Is he going to be doing new lines? Is like
my guess, and this is just a total guess, there were a lot of ideas from the original games that were left on the cutting room floor. And I'm wondering if this is going to be a full-on remake or if this is going to be more like a director's cut where they add in a lot of the stuff that was cut out. Or maybe take out some of the stuff that didn't
a
work.
little bit of both. Could be do both.
Mm.
Well,
And
they say remake, so maybe they want to redo his lines.
I'm thinking it's a remake in the sense of like what Silent Hill 2 was, where a lot of it was beat for beat, but then some of it had changed. They basically made it into the game you think you remember playing, but not the actual game that you played.
Okay.
You know, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they're bringing your nostalgia to the forefront and going like, hey, but it's a little better. Look at this, you know? Like, if you ever played the original Silent Hill 2, when your character meets Eddie in the movie theater, he's sitting there. Actually, you meet him in the bowling alley. And he's sitting there eating pizza. And your character goes like, this town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza? Well, in the new one, he's actually sitting in a movie theater. And to kind of show how like lost he is, he's actually eating ice cream, but he's doing it with his hand. He's like dipping his hand in ice cream and just doing this. And you go like, well, I see you got your appetite back, you know, and it's kind of like a more of a psychological back and forth.
Okay.
And it makes his transformation to being psychotic make more sense than it did in the original.
Okay.
So, and that's why I'm thinking they're going to go remake style like Silent Hill 2. But we'll have to see. They gave no info on this.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
So, and then this, you said you played this? This was God of War, Sons of Sparta. They said coming.
This was a total surprise to most people. Literally, like, I think like a day or two before this, came out, I had heard a rumor, that there was going to be a Nintendo Direct, and in it was going to be a God of War Metroidvania coming to the Switch 2. And I'm like, oh, that would be awesome. I would totally play that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show it here. I'm like, fuck, that's the game. I'm getting that. Like, I don't give a fuck. And, maybe it will still get ported to Switch 2, which would be totally weird. But we will see. But I did play for like 30 minutes. That's all I could play before I had to go to bed. But it does still have like the original God of War mechanics in there where you have to get the red orbs and, opening up chests feels exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't done the first boss yet. I think I'm like right before him.
And when you say more like a Metroidvania game, it's more of like the side scroller.
Yeah, it's a side scroller where you're killing things, trying to level up. You level up your spears and your shield and, that kind of thing. And you'll probably find different items to help you along that will get you into the next area, which will then get you this item, which will get you to over here type thing.
Now, just for the people who don't know, this is actually Kratos right here.
Yes.
So
it's almost like a prequel.
Yeah, it is. This is from before. I think is this after they took his brother to the underworld?
No, his brother's in it.
Okay, so this is even before his brother was in the underworld. So, because Kratos really wanted to be a Spartan,
right?
And that's well before any part of the gods of Olympus came in. Any part of that. So this is basically his training to make him who he was.
Right.
So when I first heard that they were going to do like a Metroidvania, like a type of God of War, I was like, how? Because God of War has always been, you had the asymmetrical, cameras and everything. And you had that was the thing, was it was always, this looks real. This looks fucking awesome. This is like, holy shit. Like, and now you're going to put it in like this pixelated 2D, kind of thing. How are you going to do that with one of the biggest and most popular and best looking franchises ever? And they did it, and I'm actually excited for it.
Yeah. And then that was the other surprise is, it said like coming soon 2026, and I'm like, ah, fuck, there's another one I'm gonna have to wait for, and then at the end, releases today, and I'm like, holy fuck.
That's when you pushed your wife out of the way, like, move!
I gotta download this.
So, yep, really excited for that one. There's a lot of ones coming up. Some people were disappointed that we didn't get more information on Wolverine. I wasn't really that surprised that we didn't get any information on Wolverine, considering
too soon. Still,
yeah, we just had that trailer, and I say I think Summer Games Fest is where we're gonna find more about that.
Yep,
and
for
then,
sure.
I know Slayer was wanting Diablo 2 news. What's going on with Diablo 2?
So I haven't actually watched any of the trailers or anything. The only thing I know is, but for the 30th anniversary for the Diablo series, they are releasing a new character across 3 different Diablo games that are out right now. So Diablo 2 Resurrection, which has been out, it's a remaster of the old Diablo 2. Is getting the Warlock character. They're all getting the Warlock character. So you're getting it in Diablo 2, Diablo 4, and Diablo Immortal.
And there you go. I put that up while you were
Yep.
saying that. Yeah, Blizzard bringing the Warlock class to Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred, Diablo 2, and Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, so they're doing the same class across 3 different games, which has never been done, I don't believe. So, and each one, I believe, is different for each, type of game that they are. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty big news, and it should get people to play Diablo 2 again, and that's an older game that they've, that's been remastered, and they've been sprinkling little things into it. So now it should give more people something to do while they're waiting for, Diablo 4 expansion to come. So Diablo 4 is now going to have, in the new expansion, is going to have 2 classes, the Paladin and the Warlock. We didn't know that the Warlock was the second class in that one till this. But you can play the Paladin right now.
Okay. Yeah, and I see here the Warlock will join the already available Paladin in Diablo 4, Lord of Hatred, when the expansion launches on April 28th. You can check out the cinematic trailer here. Now, it is worth noting this is not going to be cheap, but the Lord of Hatred expansion will be $50, $49.99. And pre-ordering that will get you instant access to the Paladin and day 1 access to the Warlock in April. On Diablo 2 side of things, you can purchase the Reign of the Warlock DLC individually for $24.99 on battle.net. Or as part of the Diablo 2 Resurrected Infernal Edition bundle for $39.99 on both Battle.net and Steam.
Man, they're really sticking it to you on those.
So, I mean, they're like, here, this is cool, but you're going to pay us.
Right. I thought it would, since I already own Diablo 2, I think on my PS5, I thought, it would just be like a patch I have to download.
Mm-hmm.
Of course not, silly me. Give us money.
Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, it wasn't cheap to make this. So, I mean, that's the thing. It is a business. You got to understand it's a business. They got to make money. But at the same time, it's like,
you don't need to charge, what is it, $25 for one extra character?
Yeah.
There better be, I think they added some other stuff too. I think they added bank stashes and things can stack better. They've done some stuff to it. I think it's more than just the character.
You got to do something to justify this price tag.
Well, yeah.
And this price tag.
The Diablo 4 one's kind of ridiculous because this is our second expansion into that, and you've already been hitting us with, seasonal passes in that game, and want us to keep getting these expansions to get these new characters, and I feel they're getting greedy on that one. And to get on my soapbox this time instead of Koimiya, especially with that game, it's a Diablo game, and we have not fought Diablo yet. Like, the fuck? Like, Diablo's always the end boss, and we still haven't fought him. Now we've got 2 expansions coming, and still no Diablo. Okay, how long you guys gonna just string this motherfucker along?
Well, they'll do it as long as you guys keep buying it. That's it.
As long as Koimiya X keeps buying it, then they'll keep doing it.
That's like what they said with what was that? Bethesda said, how many times are we gonna remake Skyrim? And literally Todd Howard said, for as long as you guys keep buying it.
Right.
I like that he was honest about that. It's like, well, business dude being honest. That's a rarity.
Right.
But
so,
yeah,
maybe I'll try and get back on my Diablo 2 and see if I can play that character.
Okay. So, and actually for today, I decided to wear this. This is in honor of the new God of War game. It's like, I will have my revenge.
Nice.
I actually got this off of Facebook. Some random site that I saw there that happened to just be legit and sent me the shirt I wanted.
Okay.
But that was back in like 2014. So I don't know if that even exists anymore.
2014? No, we're past that.
Yeah. That means I've had this shirt for 12 years. It's still one of my favorite shirts, and it still fits.
Oh, there you go.
So,
and it's not all holy or anything like that. So
oh, it's holy. You just don't know how.
Oh boy.
All hail the magic shirt. But anyway, so yeah, okay. This actually took an hour and a half. I thought it'd only be about an hour, but
yeah, we were cruising there for a while, and then we slowed down.
No, but was there anything else that you wanted to bring up for things that you were excited about, things that you wanted to mention from State of Play, things that maybe you were disappointed you didn't see, or?
I don't think there's anything I was disappointed on. There was more things that like shocked me in this one than like like you said, I didn't get to see Wolverine, or we didn't get another preview of GTA 6 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I think I was more shocked and excited for everything that they showed for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have seen more Wolverine. I thought it would be cool, and I was not expecting this, so I can't really say that I'm disappointed. But I thought it would be kind of cool if Insomniac had shown up, and even if they hadn't made mention of Wolverine, if they could have said, hey, remember when we said we weren't doing Spider-Man 2 DLC? Surprise, here's some. But I think maybe with Wolverine coming out, they're going to focus more on that instead of diverting your attention.
That, or they're already maybe kind of laying groundwork for Spider-Man 3.
This guy that I watch on YouTube, Caboose, if you ever watched this episode, hi Caboose, how's it going? He will never see it. I'll bet you.
Probably not. At least not this far in.
But yeah, so he was actually saying because of the hack that took out Insomniac for a little bit, he thinks what's going on, and if he's ever watching, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was saying that they were probably going to get Wolverine first, and then he wouldn't be surprised if we even go into like maybe a Venom game that kind of leads us in, that maybe comes out a year before Spider-Man 3. And then we get a DLC for Spider-Man 2 after that. That kind of like maybe takes things that happened in Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 2 and lets it tie up some of those loose ends that were in Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
So I would love to see a Spider-Man 2 DLC. I'd love to see a Venom game. We are not going to hear anything from Insomniac until probably months, if not a year after Wolverine.
Yeah.
So...
you never know. They could, like I said, they could have like a small team working on it already. I mean, that's not like they have to completely rebuild the game from the ground up unless they're trying to hit for the new PlayStation, because it seems like we get a new Spider-Man every time we get a new system now.
Yeah.
But that's, I think they're saying like 28 or further for a new system. So, I mean, actually, that could line up. But what I was trying to say is, like, if they're trying to keep it in this gen, they have pretty much all built up. They just have to, add a couple things, or for the most part. I could be wrong, but
Yep.
that's how I feel it usually goes.
Right. It seems like we either get a new Spider-Man or a new Grand Theft Auto when we get a new system.
Right.
That's actually how I got Miles Morales. I bought it on the PS4, and then I got a PS5 as a bundle that had Miles Morales in it. So I just gave my PS4 version to my nephew. I was like, "Here you go. I'm getting the PS5 version," and he was actually super happy with it. I just walked in and gave it to him, and he was like, "Oh my god!" So,
very cool.
Yeah. So,
Actually, I have not finished Spider-Man 2. I played it. I was playing it for a long time, doing good, working on trying to get the plat again, and then fell off.
Stop falling off of games, dude.
I think at that time I just got sick of playing PS5. I think that's when I went back to playing the PC or,
Okay.
World of Warcraft got me sucked back in or something.
I need to ask you, seriously? The fuck? No.
The fuck what?
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
You
Different things will have my attention, and then all of a sudden I'm like, meh. That's kind of how I feel right now with Sea of Stars. Like, I've put like 40 hours into that game, and I'm like really close to the end, but I'm like kind of burnt out on it because the combat just gets annoying. You never feel like you're getting that power, like you're more powerful than everything. You're just like just a itty bit stronger than your enemy, and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah, when you said that you get into a game and then suddenly you're not interested, I don't know why. That reminded me of the old Saturday Night Live Kevin Nealon sketch. Did you ever see that?
Which one?
Where he would do the rating of the porn movies.
No, I don't think I saw that one.
He'd be like, okay, so I'm going to it was like reviewing porn movies. And he'd be like, so I rented whatever the title was. And he'd be like, so the movie had a story to it. And I was watching it and I started getting interested and I got really interested. Then I was really interested. Then I was really interested. Then really, really interested. And then suddenly lost interest. I shut it off. And then he's like, then I put in this movie. Another one, it got me interested and then really interested and then really, really interested. And this time I didn't last quite as long, but suddenly I lost interest. Then he'd be like, grab like a gay porn, and he'd be like, this one, I wasn't really interested when I first started, but the more I watched it, I decided I'd give it a try and got a little interested, then really interested. Then I was kind of embarrassed at how interested I was in this, and then suddenly lost interest. And then I had to go take a nap. And I was like, oh, wow. I don't even know if you could get away with that kind of stuff now. That was like 80s Saturday Night Live.
Probably not.
So,
by the way, Gameplay Boy, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Gameplay, how's it going? But all right, so that was our look at that we ended it with a Kevin Nealon porn movie.
You ended it like that.
Oh, wait. We can end it a different way.
Oh boy.
I don't know what to do.
I'm almost afraid to ask.
I know. I honestly don't know what to do.
Yeah, no. I guess that's how we're going to end it. But for everybody that did show up and was talking to us, Slayer, Sci-Fi, Gameplay Boy, thank you all. Appreciate it. This is the show for this week. We will not be doing one tomorrow. And then next week, we should have one, but Koimiya will not be with us again.
Nope, he's I believe his son or somebody has a birthday. So.
Yeah, his son has a birthday next week, and he's just dealing with some personal issues. So We're here for you, brother.
Mhm.
No jokes this time.
No,
We're here for you. So
not when
take
you're
all the
going through
time you
tough
need.
times like that. So
Right. So,
so,
but
all right. But yep, we will check everybody out. I don't know what that even means. We'll check
whoa,
everybody
we're checking
out.
everybody out. You and you're
Whoa.
checking everybody out. But yeah, well, so everybody have a good Valentine's Day tomorrow, and if you don't have anybody, you can go do the things that Cyclops was talking about and watch your porn.
Just let us know if you get really interested and really interested.
No, do not let us know. Do not let us know. No, thank you. Do not want.
So, all right, we will see everybody later. Then remember, haters gonna hate, gamers got a game. Peace out.
Laters!
Good night, everybody.